Hey guys, welcome back to Madera Farms. I hope the audio on this is okay because my microphone died and I am charging it right now, but I literally have a short window of time where I can record this video before I have to go pick up the kids from my in-laws. So today I am just talking to you guys about some updates that are going on. We are gonna feed my starter. I don't have a name for my starter. I never have. I think before I've asked for your guys' opinions and they're so fun. I just really never settle on a name for it. It's going to be a maintenance feed. In one of my videos prior, I talked to you guys about my maintenance feeds, and what this does is it helps reduce the amount of waste, because one thing that a lot of people comment about when it comes to sourdough is the waste. Discarding is wasteful in a way if you're not using the discard for different recipes. I have a discard jar in my refrigerator that I pull out to use for things like scones and other things that don't need an active starter. But it is true, there is an amount of waste when it comes to your sourdough starter if you run out of ideas or you don't want to use your discard. So you really do end up throwing it in the garbage. So what I do for a maintenance feed is I only feed it a little bit, and then that way when I go to do production feed, I don't have to discard any. So like today, I am only going to be feeding it 1 cup of warm water, 2 cups of bread flour. That's going to get it to bubble up enough, keep it active and nice for the weekend. Today is Thursday and I don't plan on baking till Sunday. So I'm just gonna do a maintenance feed today, and then that will just kind of let it hold over until Sunday morning when I am going to do like a production feed. My production feeds are gonna be double what the maintenance feed is. So those will be 2 cups water, 4 cups flour. So right now I have just fed it the other day the same thing as the maintenance feed. So I'm not going to discard any of this. As you can see, it's pretty low here in my tub. So I'm just gonna feed it again so it'll come up to about here once it rises and falls. Then on Sunday morning, I'm going to do a production feed, and then that will get it to bulk up all the way to the top of the jar, so then I can go ahead and make my 36 loaves that I'm gonna need for Tuesday's distribution. So when you feed your starter, there are a few things to keep in mind, especially this time of the year. The first thing is going to be fruit flies, and Mama's gotta have her coffee. Because guys, I took a week off. This week is technically my vacation. So I took a week off from baking. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But I have literally not stopped baking and working really, really hard. So I'll talk about that in a second, but first let's go ahead and feed this. So as you can see, it's bubbly. I just transferred it into this before I fed it last time. So it's in a nice clean container. I do try and transfer it about once a week into a clean vessel. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my warm filtered water, and then I'm gonna add 2 cups of bread flour. As you guys know, I go a lot on feel when it comes to my baking, and I am happy that some of you guys agree with me in the comments, and you say you've been baking for years on feel, which makes me feel good. I know once I start bringing on employees that's gonna have to change, because everyone's feel and thought of dry or wet is a little bit different. But for right now, since it's me running the show, you know, I can keep it this way for a little while. So I just mix everything into that starter that was already in here. My starter is always a little more dry. I think I talked about this before, but you'll see online that some people do a 1-to-1 ratio. So they would do 1 cup water and 1 cup flour. That would make your starter really watery, and what I find with that is it affects my bread a little bit more because the hydration level is obviously more. So with this ratio, it keeps it a little bit more of a paste, and it allows my bread to rise really, really well. It also allows my starter to peak a lot faster. So if I needed this in, let's say, 2-3 hours, I'd be able to use it. So I just cut into it with this, make sure I'm getting all of those clumps and lumps mixed in, and then make sure to scrape my tool Put all that back in there. And that is my Fed starter. I'm gonna go ahead, put the lid back on. Just make sure it's tight on 2 sides, not every side. You wanna make sure you still have some air. And because of the fruit flies in my area, I just take this rag, put it over top, and then put a rubber band around it so that no fruit flies can sneak in, because that could literally be the end of this starter. I do keep other starters in my refrigerator just in case something were to happen, but it is fed. So as you guys know, I have been going nonstop for, I think it's 8 months now, of content creation, building out this business, all on my own. My husband works full-time. I don't really have the means to hire anybody, and I get a lot of comments that say, hire someone to deliver, hire someone to do this, and it's not happening. I wish I could hire people to go do stuff, but right now I'm in such a crucial stage that I can't afford to pay someone else to do the work, because I am building out a bakery in my basement. So I just bought an oven, I got a new mixer, I got a Hobart. It's new to me, it's definitely used. She's just sitting on my kitchen floor right now, but I got it from a gentleman here in town. It just so happened that we started chatting, and he is actually going to become a wholesale customer of mine. He wants 100 bread bowls a week, which is a whole nother level of baking that is going to make me buy an oven, which I just did. So all of those resources that I would use to pay an employee have gone back into the business so that I can grow. I just hired my first delivery driver, which is my dad. So he is going to start delivering for me on Fridays. My son is in preschool. He has a lot of things going on. In like 2 weeks, he has a big field trip. We're going to a pumpkin farm, and it's Friday morning, so I need to make sure that everything is done, set, and ready to go so that my father can come and deliver all that stuff for me, and I can be there for my son. So this week I've been really focusing on balance. I took this entire week off of baking, and I was scared. I was so scared to take this week off because I have been building this business non-stop. Like, I literally have not stopped. I've been waking up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, working till 11 o'clock at night, busting my butt, going on these meetings, just stopping into restaurants, stopping into places, trying to get customers. And I've gotten to a point where I am stuck. I am at capacity with the oven, with my home oven. The area that I have right now built out, just for this, is literally taking over my entire kitchen. I have racks over here. I have boxes, all kinds of stuff just all over the kitchen. And I am outgrowing this space. And especially if I get this new wholesale customer, which I'm pretty sure we're on the right path. I just took 2 more samples to him today. But if that happens, that's 100 more loaves a week. So I'm going to be at a little over 200 a week. That is without any special orders where customers just order through my website. So it's a lot of baking, it's a lot of work, and I just had to put all of this money back into the business. So I don't have the means to really hire someone. Luckily, my dad was like, just pay my gas and I'll do it for you. So that's cool. But it's been a really rough week because, like I said, I was so scared to take this time off, but mentally I just needed a break. And I've had so many people message me like, hey, can I get a loaf? I had a guy just stop at my house, I'm not kidding, 2 minutes ago to pick up a loaf because he came on Monday and he's like, hey, I found your address through I don't know where, probably on a label or something. And so he just like came to my house to get bread. And I'm hoping with opening this bakery in the basement, I'll be able to stock some breads. So if I do get those like quick messages, I can, I'll have them like frozen or something. So you would have to like reheat them, but at least it's something where I can have some things on hand. So I took this week off, and my plan was to start working on the basement. So I'll take you guys down there in a second. I spray painted the ceiling black. It looks so good. I am working on I want to do faux brick for the walls. I'm just working on getting that. I went to Lowe's today. They only had 4 sheets in stock. I need 12. So I'm really trying to figure that out. And then I'm going to do some like stick-on tile floor. This is all DIY. This is all doing it in a really tight budget because, like I said, I don't want to go in debt, building this business out, I want to keep things very manageable because I don't want to take resources from my family to, build this out. So there's a lot of moving parts and pieces. I have not been able to rest. Today, after I record this video, I'm not even going to edit this video. I'm literally recording it, and then I'm going to edit next week. It's going to be posted on Thursday of next week. So what is that? The 8th? I don't even know. My thing still says July. So we were just so far removed from everything else right now. It's just really taken a toll on me. The reason I'm telling you guys this is because if you are starting a micro bakery, if you're in a business, if you are already running a micro bakery, you're going to get to a point where you either have to make the decision to reinvest back into your business and make that financial decision to either go for it, or you're going to have to scale back. And this week has really opened my eyes to what the potential is if I keep going at the rate I'm going. And for me, that's very exciting. I have 2 little children, a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. And I'm torn. The mom guilt that I have right now is a whole nother level because I do focus a lot of attention on this business, and it makes me feel bad, if I'm being honest with you guys. But the bigger goal, the bigger picture that I have to keep reminding myself of is I want my husband home so we can all be home as a unit. So working really hard to meet our financial goals so that he can leave his corporate job and be home doing this with me. I also want my kids to see that if you really want to do something and you put your heart and soul into it and you work hard, that anything is possible. And I think that's something that as moms, we feel guilty doing that. But the bigger picture is showing your kids that you can do a lot of things with hard work. This is something that I'll just kind of let you guys in on. I have been training really hard running. I just completed my first 10K. It was a trail run. So along with running this business, I was taking about an hour a day to go run and train. And I felt bad doing that. I felt bad leaving the kids. But I really started on these runs to kind of process all of this stuff. And something that really hit me, I was just running and I don't know, felt it, heard it, whatever you want to say. It was you're setting this example for your kids. Making healthy choices affects your entire life completely. I don't even know how to say this. I want him to see me running. I want him to see me doing these races and working hard and doing all these things so that he grows up with that just in his blood. With that he understands that, if you want to do something, it's going to be hard and you're going to have to work for it, but you're going to have this awesome reward at the end. And when it comes to this bakery, that's exactly it. It kind of aligns with my training with running. We're going to have to work really hard these first few years. We're going to have to really grind and we're going to have to put in a lot of time and effort and energy. But let's say in 3 years, we open an actual bakery and we're the managers and we have people doing all this stuff for us and we will reap those benefits. The big picture, big goal here is that we are in more and more grocery stores, that we are in more and more mom and pop shops, that when you go to order a bread bowl somewhere in our city, you're getting our bread. We have a very big goal, and it's not going to get done with no work. A lot of people are so used to buying into this idea that it's just going to happen like that. And it's going to happen overnight and you're not going to have to put in all this work. And that's just not true. And so I want my kids to see this. I want them to see and hear and understand that this is not all just happening because I wished it happened. I've been really working hard. So that's it. This week has really opened my eyes to, okay, I understand that I'm feeling guilty as a mom for putting a lot of energy and effort into making this sourdough bread business. But I also am showing my kids that you have to work hard to build something if you want to do that. So that's what we're doing. And I encourage you, like I said, if you are opening a micro bakery, if you're in the thick of it and you're feeling like I need some time, I don't know what path I'm going on, take the time, take the week and just reflect on how far you've come. See what your goal is and your vision, and just kind of go for that. If you don't have a goal, I encourage you set some sort of goal that you're working towards, and then once you reach that, you can always reevaluate. But if you're just spinning your wheels and you don't know where you want to be, then it's going to be really hard to know, when enough is enough. For us, like I said, we have a very clear picture of what we want this to be, and how we want this to roll out. So it makes it easier on the days when I don't feel like waking up at 4 to bake. I just, picture my kids, picture my husband home, kind of this whole unit working as one, and it really, really helps. Also, I'm gonna take you guys in the basement in a minute, but I started getting stuff together for the festival that's in 2 weeks. I am doing the Harvest Festival. It's in Edinburgh. If you're local, come see me. I'm gonna have a bunch of bread, scones. I have some new flavors that I'm going to start releasing that week. So I'm doing pumpkin spice scones, pumpkin loaf, chai, some other fun things. I think I showed before, I got like tablecloths, all the stuff. I also ordered, you can just get these on Amazon. I'll link everything from this video like I always do in the description so you can shop everything. But I got these really cute bread stickers on Amazon. It was just literally, I typed in sourdough bread stickers, and they are so fun. Let me find my favorite ones, like sourdough bakes me happy. They're just really cute, fun bread. Let's bake some bread. Just really cute stickers, and I thought these would be super fun to like give out at the festival, because I feel like a lot of people do like stickers, but I also didn't want to take the time to create all of my own. I don't have that time, and I didn't want to spend time doing that. So I just ordered the package on Amazon, and I think there's, I don't know how many are in here, 200, 100, I don't know. It was like $8, and I thought that would just be fun to like have on the table. People can grab a sticker. Got these signs made. They're double-sided, and so these are gonna go like, they have stakes where they can go like right in our booth. And then I'm also gonna give these to any of our wholesalers that are selling our bread so that they can have something to put up. I wanted to just come on and chat with you guys. I know I haven't been on in a while, and I've kind of been slacking when it comes to YouTube, and it's just because I'm running myself a little ragged, and I know you guys can appreciate that. So our basement is an absolute disaster, so don't mind it, but I am starting to literally like clean everything out and get it all ready. All right, so I sprayed all of that black. It looks really good. This is me being super vulnerable. I hate showing spaces that are just a disaster in our house, but you guys are with me. So this is going to be the bakery, and it looks horrific right now. Obviously these panels are all coming down. They were here when we bought it. We're gonna put in all new insulation. We had to start ripping out some of the insulation for running electric. So we started ripping that out. We're gonna replace all that. And then I sprayed in here so the floor is all black. We are putting, let's see if I can, hopefully I can show you guys. Over here, this is going to be where the oven is gonna be. So we're gonna have oven here, and then I'm gonna put, I think the refrigerator maybe like right here. I got an 8-foot long stainless table, and I believe I'm gonna put that here with the mixer at the very end. And then over here, this is a bathroom that we put in. It's our laundry room and bathroom. We're gonna put a sink right here, and I'm gonna have to do some sort of backsplash for the sink. So sink's gonna go right here, and then this is like whatever this stuff is. And we're gonna have to put like a wall, door, something right here. This side is when you like walk in, you're facing this. So this whole side here is going to be office. So it's gonna be where we do all of our packaging, labeling, printing invoices, all that stuff is gonna go right here. And I plan to have like a big wall of shelves. So we have all of our bags, everything we need right here. And then hopefully on this very end, I can do some sort of racks, something where I can just like put all the finished bread that's bagged, and then we can just pull it for when we have to for when we're getting ready to take it off to sell. But this is the space. It's 14 by 13. It's nothing big, but like I said, the ceiling got painted. That looks really, really nice compared to just like wood and all different color wires going through. I'm gonna put, I think, 4 lights. That corner definitely needs lighting. All over there, I think needs some sort of lighting. There's a window here, so we do get pretty good natural light. And then I'm gonna have to have some sort of lighting here when we do all this like office work. So I've been looking at different options for lighting, probably just gonna do like the puck lights that go right into the ceiling just to make it nice and easy. Flooring, working on that. I'm thinking a black and white sort of floor. The paneling, I wanna do a faux brick all the way around. I think that'll look pretty, but like white. So it's like a good contrast between the ceiling, and then you're not going to see as much flour on the walls. So that's going to go all the way around. So this is a big project that I've been spending a lot of time doing. It took me like 4 hours to do the ceiling. I ran out of paint twice, so had to go buy more. But again, it's just looking really cool. I think it's going to look awesome once it's done. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I know we didn't do much baking, but I hope this video resonates with you if you are in that season of struggling, feeling the mom guilt, dad guilt, whatever it is, that you get that vision in your head, you understand why you're doing what you're doing, and you get to like figure out the balance between all that, because I know it's really, really hard. So I will catch you in the next one. We are definitely going to be baking in the next one. So I'll see you then. Bye, friends.